points in the game.
It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Fresno State Bulldogs, facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Colorado's offense will go to work first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Back to pass, it's Willis. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
The give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
He'll run it again. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
At the 25, they're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, looking to pass. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Willis. Gets it out fast. Smashes ahead. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. I don't know if if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive. The offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The Buffaloes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. They're working that left side. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Pulls it in, it's Richter. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fire into the right, complete. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line, well within field goal range, but let's see what they do on this 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They don't even consider the 47-yard field goal attempt, and they'll try to pick it up on 4th down and short. Trying to do it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? It's a turnover on down. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Ramsey. He's going to let it go. Intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down, now here they come again. On the option. Now the pitch. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. It won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the 1st down.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To throw, it's Ramsey. Looking to scramble. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love that play design by the offensive coordinator there on third down. You throw a bunch of wide receivers out there. Everybody on defense is thinking you're going to throw it, and instead you hand it off. This guy is so dangerous, great vision. He knows where the sticks are.
There he goes! Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Fresno State!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Going with the ground game left. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
The Buffaloes will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll leave it with him. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Rolls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Ramsey. Quick strike complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Bulldogs are on the move.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Got his man on the right. Oh, a lot of space. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
Got it behind the line. It's Harmon. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback.
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They've got to find some answers on this drive, already down by 18 in the second quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Willis. Makes the grab.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Out of the shotgun on third down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. And the Buffaloes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Lemon. The Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Harmon. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Ramsey. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harmon. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. That's caught. It's Harmon.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop, as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He slings it deep to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. The give to the lone running back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. Fights off a defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Snagged out of the air. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's 3rd down. They're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys more than a mile above sea level at Folsom Field.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Now the play fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Scanning the field, it's Ramsey. Catch in the middle, it's Lemon. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Harmon.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
To the air on first down. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Fresno State right back to the line.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here.
Snags it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Richter. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Buffaloes have this offense rolling. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. This time they'll go to the running game. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Willis. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he makes the catch inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And he'd love to atone for taking that sack. Third and goal from the 18. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got him. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Absolutely center cut.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Ramsey. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Oh, he's got some space. Rams him with the stiff arm. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. And the Bulldogs just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. To the ground with the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Quickly out to the tight end. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. The Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here we go. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Back to pass, it's Ramsey. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They go to the ground. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to throw, it's Ramsey. Caught over the middle, it's Harmon. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
Leaves it with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Right back to the well.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll try it over the left side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got the tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They want to continue this long drive. 9th play coming. It's 3rd and 5. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field, and this guy, you know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the 4th quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team. Here we go.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Tight end finds a soft spot. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
He's going to throw deep right side. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
Hey, it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Wants to throw. It's Ramsey. Going for it all. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
The give to the back. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Knocked down for the tackle.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun.
Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something.
Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
I'll tell you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
Down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying play action. Big guy smells it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
57, Colorado, 16.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Here's the pressure. He's taking a deep shot. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one is gone. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.